So, set-up position. There's before, there's after, yeah?
Yeah.
Your head feels miles behind the golf ball.
Yeah.
Half inch roughly, yeah. Whereas before, I mean, even like the fact your head is kind of slightly tilted that way, your head now is over that golf ball to that. It just everything was sort of this way, so that meant it very difficult for you to turn. So you couldn't really get what we call depth in your backswing, okay? Because you couldn't get the way the club should go back now with your arms and the body. You had to sort of fan it with the wrists. Now then you're trying to get the club up in the air with your body. Now you've got to try and get on the inside, so your body's all trying to adjust every single time. Just makes it really tough, as you saw to the golf ball. So your swing thought now is that once you've got set behind the ball more, right hip and right shoulder there, they're going to rotate.
Yeah.
And you're going to set the wrist almost immediately as you go back to the top of the backswing. Again, it felt quite a short backswing, but that's how far back you were going, yeah? Yeah, which is, again, that's a great position, to be fair. Really good rotation, arms up nice and high, hinge the wrist nicely. The thing we're going to look at now, we'll give you a quick sort of recap as after the video I'll send through to you on the wall here now. What I want you to imagine is that there's a wall there, okay, just probably a bit nearer to your left foot. And as you come back to the golf ball, there's a finish line, there's the wall. Your hip and your hands are going to win the race for the club head, yeah?
Right,
so you're going to move into the golf ball now. So your left hip kind of starts moving there. There's impact. The ball's about to go. The ball's about to go. Come back here. Your impact position where that there, look where your hands are. They're more back by your right leg as opposed towards your front leg.
Yeah,
so the club head would have won the race. And the next frame now, your hands are into the wall, but the club head's here now, yeah? So you've got to get the sensation from up the top of the backswing, moving your hips, you're moving your arms. But you couldn't do that if you've gone like that and done this. You try and move your hips into target, now you're like, and then the club's in a position where it just doesn't come back into the golf ball. So you want to change the path, correct. You want to get your elbow into your side, correct. But when you try and say Coca-Cola, you don't go Coca-Cola, you just say it, don't you? You do the things and things happen, yeah? If your body works better on the way back and you start in a better position, things will start falling into place. If you start off like this and you sort of fan and roll the wrist on the way back and you get a little bit long in the swing on the way back there, now from that position when you're like that, trying to get the club on it, it will feel, as you said, really weird and almost impossible. So you're just trying to ice skate uphill. It's like you're going to keep banging against a brick wall thinking, why can't I get it? Why can't I get it? It's like, well, what you're trying to do now is almost physically impossible, yeah? So if we can get yourself in a better setup, feel is different to real, obviously. You felt your head was sort of back here somewhere. It's worth just having some setups in front of the mirror. If you can't see yourself, or film your swing from face on, just see where you're at in terms of that position. Get yourself behind the golf ball there now. Get the hands and the hips winning that race before impact. This one was a little bit behind, you can see, which is why it was a little bit of a draw. Not that last one there, but the screen on the we hit it. It went a bit off to the left there. For me, though, it's getting that balance. The balance for you is going to be lost, not because it's just your height, your size, and your swing speed. In fact, the body's working in the wrong direction, yeah? You've got body trying to go here and there. Under mile an hour, there's a lot going on, isn't there, yeah? Does that kind of make sense then,
So, definitely,
tweak it, set up there, okay? And we'll give you sort of show on that wall there now what it's going to look like. And I guess how you're going to do it. But for me, what I try to encourage is get up to the top of the backswing here, keep your arms up there, and just move your hips. So your arm not move, just move it this way. Just get your hip movement there, bounce and get to the beat of the movement there, and then let your arms come down secondary, and then sort of build it. So it's got up here, 1, 2, 3, and then get your arms to come down a bit more, 4, bit more, and then you sort of get into positions where you feel what impact should look like, and you'll find this elbow just find its position naturally, rather than you trying to tuck it in here and bend it backwards behind you and contortionist,
Right,
Okay.